Joining me now, Chris Landau, former Scalia and Thomas clerk, also former ambassador to Mexico. And from outside the courthouse, Mike Davis, Article III project president. He's also in a new documentary called Chasing Trump. Mike, former President Trump today said he may have to miss his son Barron's graduation due to this trial, and he's currently under a gag order from the judge. Your reaction?
Yeah, it shows that this Democrat Manhattan judge, Juan Merchan, is a partisan activist in a robe. This judge donated to President Biden's campaign against Trump in 2020. He donated to another anti-Trump cause. His adult daughter, Lauren Merchan, is a leading Democrat consultant, including for Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Adam Schiff, and many other Democrats. She has a clear financial interest. She's raised nearly $100 million on her father's criminal trial of President Trump, this unprecedented trial of a former president and a leading presidential candidate. He should clearly recuse. A former federal Clinton judge in New York came out on CNN and said this on April 5th, but he's refusing to recuse. So it shouldn't surprise anyone that he has Trump illegally gagged and in this criminal trial for the next 2 months instead of on the campaign trail.
We'll get into more of that in a minute. But, Chris, today on MSNBC, they were trying to discuss jury selection and kind of put everybody's concerns to rest. Watch.
Can Donald Trump get a fair jury in Manhattan? It's overwhelmingly Democratic, but there are Republicans in this city.
The challenge you see in any case of a high-profile nature is always about whether people are overly prejudiced from what happened. But we don't ever say that means you don't get a trial or you're let off scot-free. El Chapo was notorious. Al Capone was notorious. So I don't mean to say that they're the same. I just mean to say that people have heard a lot of things.
Chris, he doesn't mean to compare Trump to Al Capone and El Chapo, but why don't we throw that into a sentence? Can Trump get a fair trial here?
Of course not, Laura. That's not the point. I mean, this is really a sad day for our country. I mean, you know, we're a democracy going on 200 years. And again, our election should be decided at the ballot box. I mean, this is a norm-shattering development that we're having these criminal trials of our politicians during an election season. And it'd be one thing if this were a clearly established crime. Laura, they're making this up as they go along. I mean, they're trying to make the crime fit the facts. So when they say, well, nobody's above the law, well, at least you should know what the law is. The problem here is that they have twisted and turned the law to basically try to get Trump. And that's what Bragg campaigned on. That's what Letitia James campaigned on. This is the new normal in our country, Laura, and it's just a sad day for our country.
Well, what about this issue, Mike, of the jury itself? Again, they're trying to claim that, oh, this can be overcome. Not everybody follows the facts that closely. But a jury of his peers in New York, really? That's why you don't try former presidents in the middle of a campaign, leading candidates on any, of these bogus criminal issues.
Yeah, we have this Soros-funded Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, bringing in Matthew Colangelo, a senior Biden Justice Department political appointee, to bring this unprecedented criminal prosecution against a former president and a leading presidential candidate. There before this Democrat biased judge, Juan Merchan, whose daughter has a financial stake, and the jury pool voted like 85% against President Trump, and he's supposed to get a fair trial in Manhattan. There's no way that is ever going to happen.
Now, Chris, this idea of bootstrapping this case, taking a misdemeanor and enhancing it into a felony, there was a 6-year statute of limitations, right, that gave that advantage that went to Bragg by turning it into a supposed felony. But couldn't this be nullified essentially with what's known as the lesser included offense doctrine? McCarthy and others have written about that, and that seems the way the path forward for Trump's attorneys.
Again, Laura, I mean, you're 100% right. Trump is 100% right. Legal analysts who look at this dispassionately and are not just politicians who are claiming some kind of disinterest, realize this is totally bogus. I mean, first of all, they're bootstrapping these federal election alleged violations, that's the heart of this case. And
Which the
yet
FEC
this is
never
in a
found.
Local.
Yeah,
Which
the FEC never found any violation.
We have a federal agency. You're 100% right. We have a federal agency entrusted with this. What the heck is the local DA doing, trying to use these alleged federal offenses that the feds never brought, not even under the Biden administration, okay, and making that the basis for alleged state law charges? I mean, where does this end, Laura? I mean, are we going to see, this is akin to, next year, let's say Biden loses the election. Are he and Mayorkas going to be on trial, let's say, in the Western District of Oklahoma? Is that what we're coming to in this country?
Yeah,
and
for
then,
violating our sovereignty.
If Trump...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, again, like this never, we used to fight our political disputes out at the ballot box.
Yeah,
we didn't used to, cheer on the idea we're going to put our political opponents behind bars. This is what the Democratic base demanded and demands to this day, and this is what their politicians are giving them. But it is so bad for our country.
Well, they can't risk Trump winning again. The establishment cannot risk that.
I get it.
And that's what this is about. This is let me tell everybody watching this tonight, and Chris and Mike, I think you know this, but this is a warning to anyone who will stand up to the machine of Washington. You do this, and we're going to do this to you. This is not just about Trump. It's about anyone down the pike who thinks like Trump. And this is a warning shot across the bow. That's what they're firing with these trials. Chris and Mike, you didn't need me on my soapbox, but